Hi, this is Lisa with Coping with Yarn, and today is day 22, and this is hashtag 100 days of Halloween, and okay, so this is Scream 4. I'm doing a movie review of Scream 4. There's a bunch of us ladies that are in a collaboration of Halloween, and this is a countdown to Neva with Manic Mama Musings Podiversary. Okay, so Scream 4 can be found on Amazon Prime, and it was made in 2011, and basically it has been years since the ghost-faced killer goes on a deadly path through the town of Woodsboro. In order to get over the trauma of these horrific events, Sydney from the originals, she has written a self-help book, and she goes to Woodsboro for a book signing, and she reconnects with some old friends, which sparks the return of the ghost face killer. So, her coming to town remakes the ghost face killer come alive again. Anyways, of course, I liked this movie. The only one I didn't like was Scream 2 for some reason. But yeah, I like this movie. You should check it out. And I'll show you how far I've gotten on Carmine, my little November gnome. So that's Carmine. Let's see. There's his body and his little nose and the top of his head. And then here is the start of his little hat, which I only got the little point started. What else? Oh, I started working on a little worry worm, and I'm trying to learn how. I started the little head of it, but I'm trying to learn how to connect these two strings using the Russian knot. I've tried and I tried. I will get it somehow. Maybe I'll look at another tutorial, a different tutorial. That might help. Of trying to figure it out. I just can't do it. I don't know. That way, there's not that knot with the strings and you have to sew things in. If I knew how to do the Russian twist or whatever it's called, oh, things will be a lot easier. Especially with my, I haven't done my blanket in a while. I've recorded my emotions, but I need to get on my mood blanket again. Anyways, I'm going to tell you the rest of my camping trip story because I forgot to tell you the rest of the mishaps. Okay, first night, Evan pukes. Then we realize in the morning there's no coffee pot for the coffee maker. Then we ruin one of their their pot holders, and then because it's so shady with all of the trees up there, we didn't have enough power for because it's a solar RV, we didn't have enough power, so the refrigerator stopped working. But then we borrowed a generator from my uncle, so he saved us on that, and we got it started again. So there you go, we saved that. And then it was dusk, and my husband notices that he lost the key to the RV. So we're like, oh great, and he had locked us, he locked the RV because we're down by the lake. And so when he was searching for the key, he ran out and told me, because I was on the lake actually. I was on the lake in an inner tube swimming, or floating. And I'm like, oh, great. So we're trying to backtrack. And so while we're looking for the keys, my uncle was up there. And Hannah's like, well, let's see if the windows are locked. And so she noticed that she can slide one of the windows. And then Evan, because he's small, climbed through the window. So the kids broke in and unlocked the door. We just had to keep it open. So we were able to have a place to stay at night. But then we're still worried about it. We're looking around. The next morning, Ben was trying to get a hold of the guy. I was like, hey, just to let you know, I lost the key. I hope you have an extra run. I'm so sorry. I don't know what you need to do, but we'll pay for it, you know. The next morning, we got up and we actually prayed. Like, we're like, hey, like, God help us out here. This sucks. And then we found it. It was in the garbage. He accidentally threw it away in the garbage. And he went to, and he wasn't trying to look through the garbage. I mean, we looked everywhere for it, like all over where we were at, in the bathroom, like everywhere. And he found it. He just, like, it was at the bottom when he got it off the tree, because we hang our, you know, a trash bag for garbage and a trash bag for like recycles. And when he got it off the tree, he heard a jingling and he's like, oh my gosh. And he opened it up and there it was. So thank God, God came through, helped us find the key, which was awesome. But, and then guess what happened after that? Because it's not over. Then we're getting all stressed out because, like, everybody left and we were the last ones there, right? Like, all my family left. My uncle with the generator left. And so the guy who we rented it from came to pick the RV up, and we told him everything that went wrong or whatever, because he never got back to us. And we're like, we found the key. And I think he heard the voicemails, but he didn't call us. Oh, our phones were dead. So he had used my uncle's phone. My uncle left. He came, and we needed power because we lost more power because oh yeah, and when you lose power, like the water wasn't working or anything like that. So we're like, we needed power. Thank God my uncle like let us borrow his generator, but then he was gone. And when the guy came up there to collect his RV, he needed power to get the awning down because it was power operated, because the awning was up. We needed to get it down so he could drive it, and it needed to come together because it went out, and he needed it for that. And so we're like, oh great. The camp host is like, I hope you guys leave soon because there's people waiting. I'm like, oh my gosh. So we had like an hour to figure it out. So one of the neighbors, which I actually think is the one that was drunk, that went to the wrong RV that Ben yelled at. But he didn't recognize Ben. But he let us borrow his generator. So it all came around. There you go. So one of our neighbors was so nice and let us borrow his generator so we can leave. So it was awesome. It all worked out of people's kindness and helping us out. Everything worked out in the end. But that was like our Lampoon National RV vacation. It was just like, I swear, one thing after another, after another, after another. But it was funny. Like, we kept in good spirits. Like, I wasn't, you know, I was like, oh. The losing of the key was the most stressful, because I was like, oh, he's really never going to let us use it. We're going to have to, you know, pay him more money for locksmith. You know, like we're thinking all these things, but you know, things work out. God is good all the time. There you go. Okay, well that's all I have to say. I'll get off my soapbox. I wanted to scream. No, just kidding. Scream 4. I wanted to scream 4 times. No, it's all good. It worked out. So, have a good day. And I'm going to do another video as soon as I upload this one. Which will take, it takes like an hour. It takes forever to upload. My phone's getting slowed down again. But, okay, be good and be good. Bye.